Hello and a very good morning to all my dear students. First of all, a very happy new year to all of you. Hope you all are safe and fine. And dear children, I welcome you in the same two in the science class. Today in the science we'll be starting a new lesson in SEM 2. The name of the lesson is Science of Kitchen. Now here in this lesson we are going to study about the simple things or the simple spices and the things that we use in the kitchen and different methods of cooking that we use for making the food, or that we use in the kitchen, that what science is behind it, that we are going to study in this lesson. So first of all, you all have to write here SEM 2 starts. Then we have to write today's date, that is 5, 12, 20, 20, and then you will start your work. So from this is the first lesson of SEM 1, lesson number 8, the science of kitchen. Now you all know that in the kitchen we use many different types of spices, different types of dals, different types of flours that we use to cook food. Then there are different type of methods of cooking a food, like boiling, frying, deep frying, roasting, etc. So the each and every type of food that is cooked, the method that is cooked has an impact on the food that is made. If you are eating a fried food or a deep fried food, then there's too much of oil in that, or the fat content is more in that. If you are eating a boiled food like khichdi or the khaman, which is prepared by boiling, khaman and dhokla are the steamed food or prepared by boiling, so it contains less of the fat and more of the healthy version of the food is there. So there are different spices also, like turmeric jisko ki haldi bolte hain, namak, even the salt, chili, everything has its own importance when the food is cooked. And हर चीज़ जो भी हम स्पाइसेस है, जैसे कि अजवाइन है, दैट इज़ द कैरम सीड्स, क्यूमिन यानी कि ज़ीरा है, वो सारी चीज़ें जो है अपना एक इम्पॉर्टेंस होता है फूड के अंदर, हम उसको डालते हैं। तो जैसे अजवाइन होता है वो हमारे फूड के डाइजेशन में हेल्प करता है, वैसे ही फेनल सीड्स यानी कि सौंफ होती है, तो दैट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स इन द डाइजेशन ऑफ द फूड। दैन मेथी, फेन्यूग्रीक, उसके लीव्स भी हम खाते हैं, एंड द सीड्स ऑफ दैट ऑल्सो वी ईट। तो all these things that we eat in our day-to-day life helps in the digestion of the food, and there are certain, we get certain minerals, we get certain vitamins from the food also that we eat, and makes our body strong. Now I'll start with the lesson. Read. We take cereals, pulses, fruit, milk, and vegetable as food. We get energy from food. Different regions have different varieties of food. We prepare food by either by boiling, roasting, frying, or deep frying. Many food items can be eaten in raw form also. There are varieties in our food. Now the methods that are given here is boiling, roasting मतलब कि भूनना. Roasting can be of two type. One is without oil and one is, that is dry roasting, and one is with little bit of oil you roast it, so that is called as the roasting, जिसको कि भूनना या सेकना बोलते हैं हम उसको. उसको कुछ हम ऑयल या घी डाल के भी कभी कभी करते हैं, और कभी बिना कुछ डाले ही हम उसको फूड को रोस्ट करते हैं. तो दैट ऑल्सो इट इज वन ऑफ द मेथड ऑफ कुकिंग द फूड. फॉर मेनी आइटम्स कैन बी कुक्ड लाइक रोस्टिंग. जैसे कि चपाती होती है, तो चपाती को हम क्या करते हैं कि, या अभी सर्दियाँ हैं तो आप सब बाजरे का रोटला खाते हैं, तो दैट इज़ जो है उसको हम, वी डोंट यूज़ एनी ऑयल और फैट इन वाइल कुकिंग इट, तो डायरेक्टली हम उसको ड्राई रोस्टिंग करते हैं, सो दैट इज़ रोस्टेड. सो वी ईट डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ दाल्स, दैट इज सीरियल्स एंड पल्सेस हैं, जो कि अनाज है, दाल है. अनाज में क्या आता है, गेहूँ है, चावल है, मकई है, ज्वार है, बाजरा है, वो सारी चीज़ें जो हम खाते हैं उनका हम फ्लार करके, मतलब वी ग्राइंड इट एंड मेक इट द flour and we cook it and eat it. Then different types of fruits are there, different seasonal vegetables are there, milk is there, everything we take in our food. Now certain foods can be eaten raw also, or certain vegetables can be eaten raw, like tomatoes hai, then cucumber is there, so capsicum sometimes can be eaten raw. So there are many things, carrot है, radish है, ये सारी चीज़ें हम raw खा सकते हैं, जिसको कि हम salad बोलते हैं. Whatever things that we include, like beetroot is there, these can be eaten raw also. So in the raw form, when you are eating it, then you get more of the minerals and vitamins that are present in it, because when we cook the food at that time, there are certain minerals get destroyed while the cooking process is on. The more you cook, the more your minerals and vitamins will be wiped off from the food. So it is advisable to eat raw food, which can be eaten raw. Sometimes cabbage is also eaten raw in the salad form. Finely chopped cabbage can also be eaten, and it is a very good source of different types of vitamins also. Now, good and nutritious food is necessary for the growth of our body. For strong and healthy body, it is necessary to have knowledge of kitchen. It includes various spices used in the kitchen. Now, good and nutritious food is necessary. As we all know, if we want our body to grow properly and to remain healthy, we should eat nutritious food. That means the food which contains all the nutritive value for our proper growth of mind and body, and for that healthy food that we are eating. Nutritive food also should be healthy, or is always healthy. Otherwise, the food that we eat right now, the junk food that we eat like pizza and burger, as you all know, they don't have any nutritive value. Maybe our taste buds satisfies while we eat those type of food. It satisfies our taste buds, but health wise it is not good, because we don't get any nutritive value. और जिसको कि हम बोलते हैं हमारे बॉडी के ग्रोथ के लिए जो पोषण चाहिए हमको, वो फूड में से, उस फूड में से हमको नहीं मिलता है. The routine food that we eat, dal is there, vegetable is there, rice is there, chapati is there. Then chapatis you can make out of different types of flours, like the wheat flour, then rice flour, jowar, bajra. So you can make and mix all that on, also make the chapatis. So that is a healthier version of making a chapati, if you mix all the flour and then make it. So तो अलग अलग जो वर्जन हम फूड के बनाते हैं, एक तो हर स्टेट के हिसाब से अपना अपना फूड अलग होता है. वाई इट इज़ डिफरेंट रीजन्स हैव द डिफरेंट फूड, बिकॉज इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द एटमॉस्फेयर दैट दे हैव इन दैट रीजन. फूड इज़ डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू द एटमॉस्फेयर दैट दे हैव, क्योंकि जैसा होगा एटमॉस्फेयर वैसा ही खाना होगा. अगर ठंडी में रहते हैं, देन वी नीड टू ईट समथिंग विच कीप आवर बॉडी वार्म. इफ़ वी आर इन द हॉटर रीजन लाइक इन द राजस्थान एंड गुजरात, वी नीड टू ईट समथिंग विच कीप्स आवर बॉडी cool. So it depends upon the atmosphere we live, and that according to the atmosphere and the weather, the food habits of those places are developed. So every region has its own eating habits and their own specialities in the cooking and the different methods of cooking also. So too, if we want to cook a healthy food and a nutritive food, and if we want to stay healthy, we should have a proper knowledge of the things that are required in the kitchen and that we use in the kitchen, by using which product we will get what in our body will get what from that food. Now you can see here there's a little picture of a small picture of a local जैसे कि हमारे घरों में जो किचन होता है, और ये जो किचन दिखा, you can see the ladies sitting and cooking the food. Normally in the cities you don't see now the women sitting in cooking the food. So in the villages still it is prevalent, but in the cities now it is hardly seen. So you can see there are certain boxes, steel boxes or containers are there. Then these are the certain bottles in which you can see the spices. जैसे कि चिली दिखता है, ये हल्दी दिखती है, नमक है, शुगर है, ऐसे सारे स्पाइसेस इसके अंदर जो है रखे हुए हैं. You can see this pressure cooker, where the pressure cooker, the food is being cooked in the pressure cooker. She is making a chapati. Here there's a pot of water, and there's a long handled spoon is there, or ladle is there to take out water from the pot. So you can see this lovely picture of the kitchen. Now we move on to page number 63. This was your page number 62. Page number 63, there are certain questions related to the picture that we saw on the last page. What is seen in the picture? You can see a picture of a kitchen in which a woman is cooking, and the utensils, spices and all things are kept in the kitchen. Which spices are seen in the kitchen? Now I will show you the picture of the spices. These are the spices, and you can see the small labels which are kept on placed or pasted on the bottles, you can, so that you can know that which spices is there. I have written the name of the spices. This is your salt है, उसके बाद ये chili है, then turmeric is there, then dry coriander is there and sugar is there. Dry coriander means जो सूखे धनिया के गोल गोल जो बीज होते हैं उसका पाउडर करते हैं, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज ड्राई कोरिएंडर पाउडर होते हैं. धनिया जो हरी धनिया की पत्ती होती है उसमें फिर उसके बीज निकलते हैं जब वो धनिया जो आफ्टर सम टाइम, और उस बीज को उसको ग्राइंड करके उसका पाउडर यूज़ किया जाता है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज ड्राई कोरिएंडर पाउडर एंड द शुगर इज़ देयर. व्हाट इज़ बीइंग कुक्ड इन द प्रेशर कुकर. प्रेशर कुकर में क्या कुक हो रहा है, आइदर इट इज़ अ वेजिटेबल और दाल दैट इज़ बीइंग कुक्ड इन द प्रेशर कुकर. प्रेशर कुकर में जो होता है खाना बहुत ही जल्दी पक जाता है. इट इज़ ईजी to cook the food in the pressure cooker. It takes less time and the food is cooked also quickly, so you save your both time and energy both. Now here read is given below are the details of the food taken by Bhavna and Deepa. There are two girls who have eaten some food. Now day, then what do you eat morning and evening, then what type of cooking was done of that food. It is deep fried food, either it is boiled food, it is roasted food or it is fried food. कैसे टाइप का फूड बना है, वो ड्राई तला हुआ है, देन बॉईल किया हुआ है या भुना हुआ है, या फ्राइड, सिंपल फ्राइड है या डीप फ्राइड है, मतलब कम तेल वाला है या बहुत ज़्यादा तेल वाला है. जैसे मंडे के दिन है तो रोटला शाक, मॉर्निंग में लिया रोटला शाक और इवनिंग में चपाती एंड शाक लिया. सो इट इज़ नॉट डीप फ्राइड. ये बॉइल्ड फूड है और रोस्टेड फूड है. चपाती रोस्टेड होती है और सब्जी को हम क्या करते हैं, बॉईल करके फिर थोड़े से ऑयल के अंदर हम उसको सौते करते हैं. द ट्यूसडे इज़ योर दाल ढोकली एंड khichdi kadhi. Now dal dhokli again is a boiled food and khichdi kadhi is also a boiled food only. There is no roasting or frying or deep frying in this. Wednesday is puri shaak and dhokla. Now puri is your fried food. Puri जो होती है हम उसको तेल के अंदर तलते हैं, so that is your fried food, and shaak is your boiled food, उबाला हुआ. Now next is you have to write here. Now you have to write what did you eat. ये तो दो जनों का खाना हमको भावना और दीपा का दिया हुआ है, इन्होंने क्या खाया मंडे ट्यूसडे और वेडनेसडे को मॉर्निंग और इवनिंग में. नाउ हियर यू हैव टू राइट डे, व्हाट डिड यू ईट इन मॉर्निंग एंड इवनिंग एंड व्हाट टाइप ऑफ कुकिंग वाज डन, हाउ दैट फूड वाज कुक्ड, बाय विच मेथड द फूड वाज कुक्ड, फ्राइड, रोस्टेड, बॉइल्ड और डीप फ्राइड. नाउ मंडे इज योर sukhdi, chapati and shaak, so it is boiled and roasted both. Then evening khichdi kadhi. Then Tuesday is your chapati, saag and dal and rice, and either bhakri shaak, sham ko bhakri, you all know it is also roasted and boiled method was used. Now Wednesday was puri, papad and shaak. Now puri is a fried food and parotha shaak again is a boiled. parotha जो है वो फ्राइड में आता है और जो है पूरी जो साग सब्जी है वो बॉइल्ड में आती है. इधर चपाती जो है वो रोस्टेड में आएगी, साग बॉइल्ड में आएगा और डीप फ्राइड फूड कोई भी नहीं है. भाकरी इज़ ऑल्सो रोस्टेड एंड शाक इज़ फ्राइड में आता है क्योंकि थोड़ा सा तेल डाल के हम उसको सौते करते हैं. सो इट इज़ अ फ्राइड फूड. सो दैट वे वी हैव टू राइट हियर व्हाट डिड यू ईट. नाउ दिस अ स्मॉल स्टोरी अबाउट द ईटिंग हैबिट ऑफ अ चाइल्ड नेम्ड महेश. हमको सारे दिन अच्छे अच्छे खाना, जो टेस्टी खाना होता है, चटपटा जिसको हम बोलते हैं, नॉट टेस्टी इवन, बट जो चटपटा खाना होता है वो हमको खाना बहुत ही पसंद होता है. जैसे पानी पूरी है, भेल है, ये सब चीज़ें हमको बहुत ही पसंद होती है. लेकिन रेगुलरली इफ़ वी ईट आउट सच टाइप ऑफ फूड, व्हेन वी गो टू द वेंडर्स एंड ईट सच फूड, then it is not good for our health regularly if eating such type of food is there. So a child named Mahesh was very fond of eating the spicy food and the fried food. He liked it, so every day he used to eat such type of food. So one day he had a stomach ache, so by eating such kind of food. Now we'll read the story. There is a boy, his name is Mahesh. Every day he asks for spicy food. The name of the boy is Mahesh and every day he wanted to eat the spicy, मतलब एकदम तीखा खाना उसको पसंद था. After eating such spicy food, he started having problems in his stomach. Because spicy in a limit is good, but too much of spicy food is not good for your stomach, because stomach के अंदर क्या होता है, फिर you feel that burning, something is burning inside your stomach, you have that problem. एसिडिटी जिसको बोलते हैं वो हो जाते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा तीखा और तला हुआ खाने से. वन डे महेश वॉज इन स्कूल, ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स वेर प्लेइंग. हिज स्टमक स्टार्टेड paining. His pain increased gradually. He was taken to the hospital. Now one day what happened was, that he was in the school and all the children playing, but suddenly he had a stomach ache. Now slowly that ache increased and he was taken to the hospital. Now on page number 64 is think and say. Why was Mahesh stomach paining? महेश के पेट में क्यों दर्द हो रहा था? Because he used to eat spicy and fried food. बहुत ही तीखा और तला हुआ खाता था, इसलिए उसके पेट में दर्द होने लगा. Regularly, if we eat such type of food which is very spicy and fried food, then as I said, because it cannot be digested easily, then you have stomach ache. What would the doctor have to say said to Mahesh? When he had been taken to the hospital, doctor must have checked him up and then he must have advised Mahesh to do certain things. So what must the doctor might have said? That we have to think and write. That doctor must have told him not to eat the food which is not easily digestible. That means you should eat the food which is easily light food which you can digest easily. Such spicy and fried food should not be eaten regularly. You have to stop eating that food from now. What will Mahesh do now? अब महेश क्या करेगा? Mahesh will eat light food and take medicines which are given by the doctor so that he can cure his stomach ache. He has to change his eating habits from eating from a fried and spicy food to he will have to eat the light food like khichdi so that he can easily digest, and all that acid that has been made in his stomach by eating such spicy food will be balanced by eating the light food. Now next is your read. There is a girl named Varsha. She studies in standard 5. She loves eating outside food. Every day she eats uncovered and stale food from the vendors. Varsha does this daily. Varsha does not like eating at home every day. Varsha goes to hotel, restaurants and vendors. She eats whatever she likes. Now there's another girl whose name is Varsha. She is in the standard 5th only, but she doesn't like the food which is prepared at home. She likes the outside food. This is very common to you children also. You also like eating the food that is made outside on the laris and the restaurants and the hotels that you like to eat, but you don't like to eat the food that is prepared by your mom. The same way this also girl didn't like the food prepared at home. She used to eat every day. She used to go to the vendors means लारी वाले के पास, जैसे पानी पूरी की लारी हुई, भेलपुरी की लारी हुई, तो वैसे वो लारी पे जाती थी. And they are normally it is seen that the vendors keep that food open only, they don't cover it. So she used to eat uncovered and stale means बासी. क्योंकि हम जब रेस्टोरेंट्स में जाते हैं या होटल्स में जाते हैं तो वहाँ पर क्या होता है, नॉर्मली द फूड दैट इज गिवन सर्व्ड इज every time it is not freshly cooked food. It is only the food they have prepared beforehand and then they just cook it and add some spices and oil and then they serve it. So it's a stale food only. मतलब बासी खाना उसको बाहर से बहुत पसंद था. तो रोज वो क्या करती थी, वो होटल में जाती थी, कभी किसी लारी वाले के पास, वेंडर के पास जाती थी और बाहर जाकर उसको जो खाना होता था वो खा के आती थी. Now here think and say. Here we have to think and say what is going to happen to Varsha. On page number 64 is think and say what different food items she must be eating from the vendor. मतलब कि वो वेंडर के पास कौन कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो वो खाती होगी, लाइक पानी पूरी, भेल, रगड़ा पेटिस एक्सेट्रा शी मस्ट बी ईटिंग. Why does Varsha eat stale and outside food? Because she doesn't like eating home cooked food. उसको घर का बना हुआ खाना पसंद नहीं है. What would happen to Varsha after eating outside food? She may fall ill. उसको stomach ache हो सकता है, उसको digestion का problem हो सकता है. So there can be many things that can happen to her if she daily eats such type of food. Now read, what would happen to Varsha? We have learned that is why this has happened. Stale, fried and spicy food are harmful for our body. We may have to face minor or major diseases. Health is directly related to healthy food. You eat varieties of food. There are various methods to prepare this food. Let us collect information regarding it. Given here are the names of various food items. Say how they are cooked. You can also take the help of your mother. Now we have learnt about Varsha. What would happen to Varsha if daily she continues to eat the stale, uncovered and outside food? Definitely she is going to fall ill or she might get some diseases regarding her stomach and शी माइट हैव सम स्टमक प्रॉब्लम लेटर ऑन. सो हमको पता है कि स्पाइसी, स्टेल और अनकवर्ड फूड नहीं खाना चाहिए. सो उससे कुछ मेजर मतलब कोई बड़ी बीमारी आ सकती है या माइनर छोटी बीमारी भी आ सकती है. आवर हेल्थ इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू द फूड दैट वी ईट. इफ वी आर गोइंग टू ईट हेल्दी फूड, आवर बॉडी विल रिमेन हेल्दी, आवर इम्यून सिस्टम विल बी गुड, our the metabolism of our body will be good. But if we'll not eat the healthy food, nothing will be good in our body. After some times, our body will start reacting to that food that we eat, the outside food that we eat. तो हमारा body उस हिसाब से grow नहीं करेगा, it will not work properly, we will feel tired, we cannot work hard. So वो सारे problems जो है आपको आएंगे. That means the body is not healthy. Those are the signs. Now हम बहुत सारी डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वैराइटीज ऑफ फूड वी ऑलवेज ईट एंड वी प्रिपेयर इट बाय द डिफरेंट मेथड्स. नाउ वी हैव टू कलेक्ट द इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग द कुकिंग मेथड्स दैट वी यूज इन आर kitchen. And in Indian cooking, there are lots and lots of varieties of cooking methods. Also different varieties of foods is there. There are thousands of varieties of food in our Indian cuisine, and there are so many different ways to cook those food also. There are certain things that only in Indian cuisine only you will find those type of cooking also, and those type of food also all over the world. Now we move on to page number 65. There is right here in details of the food is given here, how it is cooked: deep frying, boiling, roasting or frying. Here only four methods are given: deep frying, boiling, roasting or frying. जैसे खिचड़ी है, it is boiling. Then rotla and rotli, it is roasted, इसको सेका जाता है. पूरी इज डीप फ्राइंग. कंसार इज बॉइलिंग, उसको जो है पानी के अंदर गर्म करके आटा और गुड़ डाल के बनाया जाता है. देन हांडवो, जैसे ढोकला होता है वैसे हम हांडवा बनाते हैं गुजरात में, तो वो हांडवा होता है, इट इज़ ऑल्सो बॉइल्ड. तो ये जो हमने मेथड्स दिखाए उसमें जो है अभी अगर हम सब्जी लिखते हैं, अगर शाक और वेजिटेबल दैट इज कुक, सो इट विल बी फ्राइड आएगा अगर वेजिटेबल ऐड करते हैं तो. नाउ food and health are also related to the method of cooking. Now the type of method that we use to cook the food is also related to our health, because if we keep on cooking the food for a long time, if we keep it on the gas stove, then slowly जो है उसके अंदर जितने भी मिनरल्स होते हैं या vitamins होते हैं वो सब डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएंगे. So it is advisable not to cook a food for a longer time on a gas stove. So या बहुत ज़्यादा डीप फ्राइड फूड होता है, बहुत ज़्यादा तेल के अंदर तली हुई चीज़ें होती हैं, वो भी हमारे हेल्थ को बेनिफिट नहीं करती हैं. और जो भी खाना, जैसे हम पुराने ज़माने में कैसा होता था कि लकड़ी का चूल्हा होता था या कोयले से बना के जो है खाना बनाया जाता था कोयले पे, या लकड़ी का चूल्हा जलाकर खाना बनाते थे. अभी एवरीबडी इज़ यूजिंग द गैस स्टव. एंड देयर इज वन मोर मेथड ऑफ बॉइलिंग, दैट इज योर सोलर कुकर्स. Many of you might be having the solar cookers at home also, which is kept in the sun, and after 2 or 3 hours the food gets boiled with the heat of the sun. So that heat that we are getting, or the energy that we are getting from the sun, is the natural source of the energy. So it is not going to destroy those minerals and vitamins more compared to the gas stove or the cooking methods. Now we are using the microwaves and the ovens that we use. These are the electrical equipments that we use, and they are very on high temperature. The food is cooked in the microwaves and the ovens, so they totally destroy the nutrients that are present in the food. Raw food, roasted food or boiled at low temperature is considered to be the best. That means raw food, the food that can be eaten raw, like the salads that we eat raw, certain vegetables that we eat raw, that is the best thing, that is very good for our health, because there no nutrients will be lost in that. Then roasted food, उसमें थोड़े कम, because उसमें न तेल नहीं आता, कोई घी नहीं आता, किसी भी प्रकार का फैट जो है हम उसके अंदर यूज़ नहीं करते हैं. So it is also cooked. And boiled food is also at low temperature. When you are cooking the food or you are boiling certain things, then you should always boil it at low temperature. If you boil it at high temperature, then all the nutrients will be lost. Avoid using utensils made of plastic and aluminium for cooking or eating food. The material that we use, or the vessels that we use, or utensils that we use for cooking also makes a lot of difference in cooking, because plastic, the material is not good for health. It's not at all good for health. And aluminium also, when we cook in the aluminium, that if we while cooking, we always use the spoon to stir it. So when you stir the vegetable or the dal, whatever is cooked in the aluminium, then the little bit of that aluminium scratches out of it and gets mixes in the food. So aluminium is also not preferred for the cooking, and the plastic also. Then sunlight gives us a constant and free charge energy. Cookers are available for cooking food and saving using the energy. Such cookers are called as the solar cookers. The quality, nutrients, and the taste of food are naturally maintained in the food cooked in the solar cooker. Now here this is the picture of the solar cooker. You can see there's a glass is there, और इसके ऊपर एक दो ग्लास होते हैं. एक जो होता है उसके सोलर कुकर के ढक्कन के ऊपर एक ग्लास लगा हुआ था, और एक नीचे के जो पार्ट होता है जहाँ पर हम खाना गर्म करने के लिए रखते हैं, बॉईल करने के लिए रखते हैं, उसके ऊपर एक ग्लास होता है. तो ये रिफ्लेक्ट होकर जो लाइट है इसके ऊपर पड़ती है, और इससे धीमे धीमे स्लोली जो है सूरज की रोशनी इसके ऊपर पड़ती है, और अंदर ये पूरा एब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है. जो कंटेनर्स होते हैं इसके अंदर, जिसके अंदर हम खाना रखते हैं, यू कैन सी दिस कंटेनर्स, दे आर टोटली ब्लैक इन कलर फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. बाहर की तरफ से जो होते हैं वो ब्लैक होते हैं, जिससे कि जितनी भी सनलाइट है, मैक्सिमम सनलाइट इट विल एब्जॉर्ब, बिकॉज यू ऑल नो दैट ब्लैक absorbs the light more than any other color. तो ब्लैक कलर की होने की वजह से कंटेनर जो है मैक्सिमम सनलाइट एब्सॉर्ब करके जो है ये खाना बॉईल करते हैं, विच इज़ नेचुरल सोर्स ऑफ लाइट. सो अगर हम नेचुरली अगर उसको गर्म करेंगे, बॉईल करेंगे, तो न्यूट्रिएंट्स जो होंगे लॉस्ट होने का जो मेंटेन रहेंगे उसके अंदर, लॉस्ट नहीं होंगे. Who uses such solar cookers in your area? Get information regarding solar cooker and other such appliances. ऐसे ही सोलर हीट वाटर हीटर्स भी आते हैं आजकल पानी गर्म करने के लिए, वैसे ही सोलर कुकर्स भी आते हैं. मेनी पीपल आर नाउ डेज यूजिंग दैट सोलर कुकर्स. सेम वे अभी नाउ डेज एज अ ट्रेंड ऑफ हैविंग द सोलर पैनल्स एट होम फॉर जनरेटिंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ऑल्सो. अभी बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे सोलर पैनल्स लगाते हैं जिससे कि वो सनलाइट एब्जॉर्ब करके जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हमारे यहाँ जो आती है उसकी जगह हम सोलर पावर से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करते हैं अपने घरों के लिए भी. तो बहुत सारे लोगों के घर के ऊपर आपने देखे होंगे तो पूरे घर छत के ऊपर जो है पैनल्स लगे हुए थे, दैट इज टू जनरेट द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी थ्रू द सन. नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू पेज नंबर 65.